Hi, it's Colleen from Pregnancy Massage Mackay. I just want to run through a few hip opening and strengthening exercises that are perfect to do in pregnancy, anywhere through. Obviously, you will need to adapt these to the size of your growing baby and belly. I'm obviously not pregnant, a bit past that stage. So make adaptation as you feel you need, but let's get started. So this is a combination of yoga and some strengthening exercises and hip opening work. So let's start in child's pose. Now, child's pose is a great one to do at any time you feel your back needs to relax. So we come and sit down on your knees and take your knees as wide as you like. And we're just going to drop down to the floor, taking our arms stretched out in front of us. And from here we can take a few nice deep breaths in. So breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Now when you breathe in, think about taking oxygen down to baby. And breathing out, think about using your pelvic floor and core muscles, stomach muscles, or maybe a little hug. Contracting your pelvic floor as you breathe out helps to stabilize the pressure in your abdomen and is excellent if you've got any sort of back pain. And on our next breath, let's come up onto our all fours. Yeah, that's what we need. So from all fours, we're going to do a simple cat stretch. So we're going to tuck our tail under and then lift up through our back. You can use your core muscles again to hug baby in. And let's breathe out and back to neutral spine. Now, our first hip opening exercise, we're going to do hip internal rotation. So all we're going to do is tap out our toes, one side and then the other. So tapping out one and then the other. Or if you like, you can do both at the same time. This takes your hips into internal rotation, which opens up your pelvic ring. So where the baby's going to come out. So it's great to strengthen these glute muscles, but also to get that hip opening and pelvis opening, getting ready for birthing your baby. All right, let's come back to our neutral spine. We're going to do just some small pelvic tilts. So this isn't the big cat stretch we did before. This is simply rocking your pelvis back and forward. Just going to where it feels comfortable. Possibly you can do more, a larger range of motion as you progress. Great, and let's just rock back forward. Do some circles. Circle around one way. Circling back the other way. Okay, now we're going to come back to neutral spine and we're going to step forward into a lunge. So put your weight into your right hand and bring your left foot up and then step forward. So here we're going to do some pelvic rocks. So we're just going to rock back and forward. This helps again to get the pelvis opening up and to open up that hip. Flexors at the front. So flexors help when you're in labour to move baby down and into the birth canal. It helps to sort of provide a track. So we need them supple and moving well. Wonderful. Let's change sides. So hands to the floor. You can take that foot back and then we're going to step the other foot forward. And again, coming up. Or if you like, you can stay down low. If you're feeling you can do that movement and just rocking back and forward. Forward, stretching into that hip flexor at the front here and back. We can even take it further back and stretch out our hamstring at the back of our leg. Rocking forward and back. and back. Wonderful. So now we're going to come, we're going to turn around. We're going to come forward. We're going to step ourselves forward, and we're going to come into a lunge. You can get there however you like. I lay turn around so you can see me, but you can stay facing in. I want you to take your feet wide, and then I want you just to drop down into a squat. I'm really bad at doing squats because I have very shortened calves. That's you. You can also use just a little wedge at the back of your feet. And always, if you've got a Swiss ball, you could be holding onto that, or you could be using some yoga blocks. I want you just to stay here as long as it's comfortable. If you can do 5 seconds, that's fine. If you can do 2 or 3 minutes, that's great too. Again, we're just getting our body ready to think about different birthing positions and opening up our pelvis. Wonderful. So let's come out of that. Let's just take our hands forward, come up onto your toes and bring your knees down to the ground. Let's come into a seated position. Again, any way you could do that movement is fine. So now we're going to do a 90-90 move. So let's just drop out. We're going to start actually with an synchronous. You can drop hips to one side and then to the other side. Again, just opening up through these hips. The other side and one more side. Then we're going to go into more of a 90-90. So we're going to bring this foot in front of us and this foot behind us. How does that feel? Now I want you just to come just as far forward as you can to feel a stretch into this hip. If you only get to here, that's completely fine. Depending on your belly, just come as far as you feel comfortable with a slight stretch into that hip. Now, if you're feeling really adventurous, you can bring it up into a opening posture. So lift your bottom up, take your top arm and stretching back to the sky. Can you feel that opening up through your hip and the front of your body there? Opening up through baby and coming back down and swapping our legs to the other side. So with both feet forward, take, for me it's my right foot back, bring your left foot in front and just come as far forward as you can. Just as much as your baby allows, but you want to be feeling a stretch through the hip at the back here. And again, if you're feeling strong and adventurous, you can put your weight into your left hand, take your right hand up and lift up through your hips. Please don't feel you need to do this unless you feel strong enough. Coming back down, and we're going to finish with one more pose. We're going to come into butterfly. So, again, not a pose I'm great at. I really should be doing it more often. So, feet together in front of you. Just let your knees open out wide and just come forward as far as is comfortable. Again, we're working to open up through our inner thighs and through our hips. Just coming down and forward. Taking a few nice deep breaths in, just as far as is comfortable. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Contracting that pelvic floor, giving baby a hug as you breathe out. Beautiful. And let's just, to finish our little sequence, we're just going to return to child's pose. So just bring your knees around, coming up and kneeling back. Just take those hands forward. Bring your head down to the floor as close as you can. And you just take a few nice, deep, slow, calm breaths in and out. Thank you for joining me today to do this 10-minute hip opening and strengthening flow to help you prepare for birth. If I can help you in any way, please let me know. Thank you.